In this video, we'll talk about what the conservation of mass is, but first we need to know what the reactants and products are in a reaction. So on the left side of this arrow here are the reactants, and then on the right side of the arrow, those are the products. So the law of conservation of mass, what it tells us is that chemical reactions conserve atoms, so they don't create nor destroy any atoms. So what that is going to mean is that if we mix two chemicals together, for example, let's say one solution has a mass of 40 grams, the other solution has a mass of 50 grams, we mix them together and they form one product. This product would have a mass of 50 grams. So that's what it means to conserve mass. So here's an example problem that you might be given to demonstrate your understanding of the law of conservation of mass. So in this equation, this chemical equation, I want you to show that this balanced chemical equation abides by this law. So what we're going to do is we need to count on each side of the equation how many atoms that we have of each element. So on this side of the equation, we have a 2, that's our coefficient out in front of Al2S3. That means there's 4 aluminum atoms. This 2 also multiplies by the 3 there for sulfur, so there's 6 sulfur atoms. Then on the other side of our equation, we have 6 in front of sulfur, so we have 6 of those, and then 4 in front of aluminum. So what we're going to do next is we're going to multiply these numbers, the number of atoms, by the molar mass. Then we're going to add those two numbers together, the 107.9 and 192.3, and we get 300.324 grams on this side of the equation. On the other side of the equation, same thing. You'll see that we have the same number of atoms on both sides of our equation. That's what it means to have a balanced chemical equation. So we're also going to have the same mass on the other side of our equation. So we can do the same process to show that. When we add those two together to get this number here. Here's another example problem that you might be given to show your understanding of the law of conservation of mass. So here we have 45 grams of CH4 react. I'm going to write out the balanced chemical equation here. And it reacts with oxygen, so plus O2, to produce 23 grams of water. So we know H2O is one product, and then CO2 is the other product. We can quickly balance that. So we have 45 grams of the CH4, plus we have 16 grams of oxygen. This needs to equal the product side. So we have 23 grams of water, and then we'll say that CO2 is X. 61 grams, that's what that side is equal to 23 grams plus X. So to solve for X, minus 23 from both sides, and we get X is equal to 38 grams. So that is the amount of CO2 that must be produced in order to follow the law of conservation of mass.